Komenda here, and today I have a really fun layout to share with you. You don't need any fancy tools to make it, just the scissors and beautiful no limits papers. This is the new collection from Coca Vanilla Studio, and it's just being shipped right now. Some shops already have it. I got it like 2 weeks ago, and I already made one page with it, and now I'm making another one. As you know, I'm a mom of two girls, so I prefer pink and flowers and everything that is like just so cute. But I also have a little beagle boy. He is 10 months old, so he's my little son, and I will be scrapbooking his pictures with this collection. And today I'm going to send him into the outer space. I printed a photo of Filut, cut it into the smaller circle, and he will peek through the window of a rocket. And I am creating very wonky, very simple make of a basic geometrical figures kind of rocket. I am using one of the die cut pieces from No Limits collection as an inspiration of how the rocket should look, and I'm picking pattern papers from No Limit collection. I'm going through the A5 paper stack, which is great because it's a great source of smaller pieces of pattern papers. You don't have to cut into 12 by 12 papers. But I will also use pieces of this orange paper called Spark, because there is no orange paper in the paper stack, because not all the patterns in paper stack are exactly the same like the patterns in 12 by 12 paper, so it gives you even more possibilities if you have both. So I cut it out the rectangle. It's big enough to fit the square picture. I also cut the triangle for the upper part and a slim strip of orange paper for like extra element in between them. And now I'm cutting elements that will go on the sides of the rocket. I used just a simple A4 sized thin printer paper to sketch like very loosely my rocket, and I'm using the pieces of it as stencils, but I am not measuring anything. I just had to be sure that it will big enough to fit the picture, but otherwise it's just like freehand cutting. You can of course use like a digital die cutting machine if you prefer to have it like perfect, but I like this wonky style. I think it fits even better with the fun picture of my doggo, so I'm just going with that. I'm mixing colors and patterns to build the rocket exactly how it looks in the miniature version, as I have on for the reference. I have almost all elements ready. I still need like this combustion shield or not, I don't know how it's called, to build the bottom part of the rocket. And I think it will be all. I will also glue everything down and add stitching all around. At first I was going to just sketch around it with white pen, but I like adding texture with my sewing machine. Of course, the best would be to sew it by hand, because it will be even wonkier and like more matching the style of the rocket, but let's be honest, I'm just too lazy to do that. So I reached for a sewing machine, but I will do it off camera after all of the elements are glued together. As I said, you don't have to do it. You can use rocket just like it is. And of course, I'm using a picture of my doggo, but you can use the picture of your son, daughter, maybe like a Halloween costume you had. It doesn't have to be any like costume picture, because as you can see, I have just a plain picture of my dog that will just be like a window view. At first I was going to use it like you can see it on the screen right now, but later I cut it out the dog from the background because my daughter was laughing at me that he took a TV to the rocket with himself. So here is the finished element. I sew around it. I also added one layer of chipboard, and as you can see, this is the doggo with a cutted out head. Well, that sound wrong. Sounded wrong. And I placed it in the frame made of the pattern paper, and I added a piece of acetate, creating like a window. So I did it off camera because I forgot I'm recording this process. So please don't be mad at me. And to be honest, this video is kind of wonky itself because I don't know why one part didn't record it, like the final part of decorating the layout didn't record it. I think I ran out of space on my phone, so you will see later what I'm talking about. Background paper I am using here is called Eclipse, and it's this nice navy paper with stars and kind of spheres made of gradient navy paper. And I thought that it's kind of empty with the rocket only, so I'm cutting out wonky, let's call them planets, using similar pattern papers I used for the rocket and adding a few more from the paper stack. This is like a light gray pattern paper, and I'm tacking them between the rocket, around the rocket, creating more busy background. And I really love this wonky style. I much more prefer this style than having everything straight and like made with a ruler. Some of the planets are like on the edge, so I'm cutting them in pieces. And again, I didn't measure anything. I just take the scissors and cut the planets out. Of course, if I wouldn't be that lazy, I would probably reach out for the sewing machine again, and I would sew around every planet to add this extra texture, but Hmm. My slot, my inner slot won again. Well, it's winning many times a day, so I'm already used to it. So I'm cutting out the green planet, and at first I was going to cut out the title for this page using the pattern papers, but guess what? Again, I got too lazy, and I used alpha stickers to make a title. And my title, I was struggling because I wanted to add something space related. And at first I was aiming in Take Me to the Moon. But then I changed my mind and I make it out of this word. So Filot is kind of a modern Laika, I think, like this dog sent by Russians to the space. And he will be flying with his rocket to my imaginary cosmos. And he's here on my laps right now because he was bored sitting outside when I was recording. So if you can hear any weird noises like tapping and stuff like this, Philip, no! Just know it's a doggo out here. Sorry. He's like a little baby. He's very needy and he needs constant attention. So it's not easy for me to record with him. So this is the part where the recording cut it. So I have the planets, I have the title, and after I glue everything down, I added some stars and planets out of this chipboard stickers. I also added the title Epic on the rocket, so this is the name of the rocket. I also took a pack of die cuts and picked some planets and stars out of it too, and glued them down to the background using foam squares. So this is the part you wasn't able to see me doing. So this is the part missing. And I also use those woodies and I glue 3 of them on the planets to create extra texture and kind of a busyness, because let's be honest, this layout is mostly focusing on pattern paper, so I wanted to add something more than papers. And I also added those super cute puffy planets and stars. And the rocket I'm using on the top is from the ephemera pack, but I trimmed the white outline. And here is the final step. I splashed everything with this white gloss spray. It's really, really good because it's kind of a thick and it's opaque, so it covers the navy paper really well. And it was the final stage of creating this page. I hope you like it, and I had so much fun making it, and I'm really liking this whimsical, like fairy tale style. Here are a few close-ups to my layout. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope I inspired you to grab your scissors and create your own scenes out of this world or in this world, whatever float your boat. Here are a few of my other videos you may like. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss any new video. Thank you for staying with me, and bye!